Here we are. Week 4, wanting some more 0-3 Vikings try and get off the canvas against the similarly 0-3 Houston Texans. Something's got to give. One team season will be saved. The other team, and the Rona is canceled despite the Tennessee Titans' best efforts. And yeah, the Vikings only have 2 practice days, and they have to travel to Houston. I got a good feeling about this one. I think they get it done. Here are 5 keys to victory for the Vikings down in Houston. Woo! On Sunday. Get that brisket going, baby. Let's go. So, key number 1 for the Vikings. Stop HOPKINS. Oh, wait. You traded the best receiver in the NFL to Arizona for a washed-up running back and just like a can of beans. And just like wonderful. Awesome. Just great GMing by Bill O'Brien. That's a number 1 key for the Vikings. Feed Dalvin Cook. You got the need for speed, and as well as, so the Vikings only have 2 days of practice, so it could be limited on what they install in the new game plan. So, I mean, to be honest, what worked against the Titans to a degree, feeding Dalvin Cook. Dalvin went off for a $181 career high. Texans are 32nd in the NFL in terms of rushing yards allowed, 565, as well as 27th in the league in terms of yards per carry at 5.2. So, rack them and stack them up. Put that ball in the belly of 33 all damn day long and do the damn thing. As well as, Texans, so their equivalent of Eric Kendricks. So Zach Cunningham, I think he came out of Vanderbilt. Anyways, the Texans made him the 3rd highest paid off-ball linebacker in the league, and he's been god-awful this year. Like, he went full Xavier Rhodes. Once you get paid, you just, like, lay down. He has a 30.2 PFF grade, so light him up. Texans will give up the run, and I think Dalvin Cook should politely take it, as he's wont to do. Next up, laundry's done. Number 2. Key for the Vikings victory on Sunday, JJ. Now, J.J. Watt, former Gophers tight end recruit, he's nowhere near the player he used to be. He's only had 1 healthy season in the last 4 years, but respect. He is still healthy right now, and he's doing the damn thing. He's leading the Texans with 9 pressures, as well as tied for the team lead with 2 sacks. And he primarily operates at his normal left defensive end, 5-tech position in the Texans 3-4. So he's going to be up in that guard tackle gap quite a bit. So it's going to be a big Brian O'Neill. It's going to be a big Drew Samia game for him. And the rest of the defensive line ain't that bad. So we got Charles Omenihu, who's a former Texas Longhorn 5th-round prospect. I liked him in the draft process last year. He's at that opposite 5-tech spot. He's got 8 pressures and 2 sacks this season, so they're bringing the heat. And also, it is another big challenge ahead for Riley Reif, where he's fared well through 3 weeks, going up against some primo competition. He's only allowed 1 pressure. I mean, that is the pay cut, chip on the shoulder / Ezra Cleveland just looking over your shoulder like, huh, yeah, that's a pressure. So Whitney Merciless coming in from that right outside linebacker position. He's going to be bringing that smoke after 71. He better stand up to it. Next up, key number 3 for victory for the Vikings on Sunday. Good at talking today. Let Justin Jefferson fly. So you finally let the kid play, and look what he did against the Titans. Let it happen again, because the Houston defensive backs are gettable. So safeties Justin Reed, Eric Murray, solid, respect. But Vernon Hargraves, ooh, he was a bust with the Bucs. He's a bust here with the Texans. Bradley Roby used to be solid. He's nowhere near the player that he used to be. The secret is out on Jefferson, but also the Texans don't really have a true slot cornerback. It is parsed out among several defensive backs. Eric Murray, the safety, actually gets quite a bit of that work there. You'll take that matchup every single day, as well as if they are starting to skew a little bit more coverage towards number 18, guess what? That frees up 19. Could be a monster Adam Thielen game coming up. Next up, key number 4 for the Vikings to get a dub and move to 1-3 on Sunday. Cornerbacks need to get right. So, yeah, the Vikings are probably going to be without Mike Hughes and Cameron Dantzler out with their respective neck and ribs injuries. Sure, Chris Boyd is still dinged with that hamstring, even though he played on Sunday, played pretty decently. But, I mean, Holton Hill, Jeff Gladney, if they do get tore up, but again, Deshaun Watson, respect, one of the best young quarterbacks in the league, definitely deserves all that money. But if they get tore up by the corpse of Randall Cobb, the walking injury Will Fuller, and the overrated Brandon Cooks, just cancel the season. It's like, it's over. Oh, by the way, so Brandon Cooks, talk about like tiptoeing through the tulips. So he came in, prime Drew Brees, and then also he had prime Tom Brady, and then he went to L.A., and then he got to work with Sean McVay, and now he's working with Deshaun Watson. Yeah, what a charmed life, huh? Larry Fitzgerald wishes he had 10% of the quarterback play and coaching capacity that Brandon Cooks has had, but yeah, whatever there. Lastly, key number 5 for the Vikings to get a win on Sunday: attack Deshaun Watson, and that one's pretty self-explanatory. Deshaun does not have Nuke Hopkins anymore, so that security blanket is gone. Houston somehow has one of the worst offensive lines in the league, even though Bill O'Brien, he does not ignore the offensive line, unlike Rick Spielman, the common trope. Laramie Tunsil is the only good one, but they gave up a little bit too much to get Tunsil. So they had that massive trade, and Dolphins still own the Texans' first and second round pick next year's draft, which is not great. And then they gave him a massive contract. He's making $20 million per year. Respect there, but everyone else, oh boy. So left guard Max Sharping out of Northern Illinois, second round pick. He's terrible. Center Nick Martin. He is not Zach Martin, as well as he was a second round pick. He's not great. Right guard Zach Fulton used to be good, but signed a big free agent deal for a year, $28 million. Has been atrocious this season, as well as Titus Howard coming out of Alabama State. I mean, I like Titus Howard. I like Max Sharping as like late day 2, early day 3 picks, but they went and took Titus Howard in the first round, plopped him in at right tackle. He's been a walking train wreck. Like, you could honestly say that Titus Howard might be the worst pass blocking right tackle in the NFL. He's fine in the run game, sure, but 11 pressures allowed this season. This would be a monster Danielle Hunter game. Fortunately, 99 isn't quite back yet, but I do expect a lot of Yannick on the left side of the defense. The offense is right side, just getting after it over there, because, I mean, I would avoid Tunsil too. Sure, why not? Deshaun is the second most pressured quarterback in the NFL at 38.7%. 38.7. Triggered. By the way, Kirk is second at 41.1%, but just whatever. Watson can get after him. He does make a mistake or two if you can put some heat on him, even though he should be used to getting all that pressure by now. Final score prediction. God, this is such a weird week, and it's such a random spot where the Vikings aren't supposed to win. They're down a day of practice. They had all this COVID drama brought in by the Tennessee Titans, who the Vikings should still sue, by the way. But Houston gets an extra day to prepare. They're at home. Season is online for both teams, but I just feel like the Vikings randomly get it done, and I think they get it done pretty convincingly. Give me Vikings 34, Texans 26. Vikings come home with a win, 1-3. Look to save the season, and then on to Seattle, where you get to play MVP Russell Wilson. Great. Awesome. Good times. But what are your thoughts? What are your keys to victory on Sunday for the Vikings? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.